Oh, well, round 3 is loading. Things are a little slow because my internet's under pretty heavy strain. Oh, it's Fef again. Jeez, I play against this guy all the time, I swear. Did I really have the first turn? So he's a Contagion Lord in his deck. And I'm just going to jam a Narcomoeba. Or Necromoeba. Oh well, things are lagging pretty badly. I should pause these uploads. But I'm going to live on the edge and like waste all my time like passing turn and stuff like that. So he's got himself some Echo Wisps. Makes this Scythe of Chiron pretty strong. So I guess what I want to do is play Crypt Conjurer, then Scythe my Necromoeba to get in for a bunch of damage. He's not playing Tempest, he's actually just Indecision. So he probably wants to fill up the board to get Lifeblood Dryad active, which is, you know, a decent strategy. But I can't do a whole lot to disrupt that. So if I can just play a large creature that makes his board... okay, this is fine. The Oozling has like a 50-50 shot of killing an Echo Wisp. Plus my Crypt Conjurer actually does a lot of work on this, so he just sacks the Echo Wisp. It's about to die. Okay. In that case, I think what I'm going to do is play a Crypt Conjurer and write it. It's not huge, only two things are dying this turn. But I like this play better than sitting around and waiting for Spirit Token to kill me. Or for Nephrax to get value out of me. Did he play 2 spells that turn? He played Big Bad Bartok, I forgot about that. So we kill his creatures, my Crypt Conjurer gets a slightly bigger. I can still draw Cacklebones. Okay, sweet. I actually did draw the Cacklebones, so now I can kill whatever he blocks the Crypt Conjurer with, at the expense of him getting an extra card. I could also kill his Nephrax. I probably want to play Cacklebones this turn, though, because he'll still be in rank 1. Which means he can't play rank 2 spells to stop me. Ooh, I get the Leyline Sentry, that's pretty nice. And... killing the Nephrax makes him unable to fill up the boards so easily because it stops his, engine of spirits. Unfortunately, the Leyline Demon... Okay, maybe I just killed the Brood Queen. So I assume he puts the poison guy in front of the Crypt Conjurer. Because putting it in front of the Oozling doesn't really do anything. So I'm killing his Brood Queen so he can't just nuke my Crypt Conjurer, and then chump his Aetherphage with that card, kill the Brood Queen, have Nephrax battle the Sentry, then replace the Sentry with Spirit Soul Sentry. That way, passes to him. I have level 2 Scythe and level 2 Grimgaunt. So I can actually buff this Spiritual Sentry because it's going to come back as a pretty decently sized creature, I think. He can Cacklebones. If he plays Lifeblood Dryad or Deep Branching, that works too. It's about the same thing, honestly. Look, 3 things are dying this turn. That's a huge Spirit Zone Sentry. It's probably better for me to actually just Necromoeba, though. Necromoeba right 2. Blocking the Nephrax. That way it makes an Oozling and my Necromoeba gets huge. Because it has regen, it's going to become a lot more threatening than an average creature will. Putting it in the side lane kind of sucks, but it does kill Nephrax. I think this is still fine. It regens almost to full this way too. Up to 10 toughness. Then I can play the Crypt Conjurer. The Progenitor is kind of annoying because it becomes a 7/7 then an 11/11, and I can't kill it with Cacklebones because it'll be rank 3. But it's also not very large, and it can't attack. I don't think this does anything. I mean, it's definitely threatening. Okay, so he just tries to Aetherphage my hand. Respectable. Not going to work, but respectable. I guess what I want to play is Phantasm, so it regions up and I can shrink his Leafkin Progenitor, and then Crypt Conjure. Battle, get the Oozling in front of the Brood Queen. Nice. I even got the the Oozling in front of the Brood Queen. Wasn't expecting that one. If he when he pumps his Leafkin Progenitor this turn to an 11/11, I get the Leyline Sentry in for free too, and that means I can Scythe my Leyline Sentry to kill his Progenitor. Because the Progenitor will be too small to batter. This is a strange play. Lyria falls off pretty quickly because it summons a random thing that's died from each player's turn at rank 2. And it's already rank 2, and this card's not going to get like better. It's very strange to me. He's not... Okay, well, whatever. I could Iron Maiden. I could Oozling my Scythe. I could Scythe of Chiron my Oozling. That way it gets 2, 4, 6, 7 damage on that guy. Is that important? Probably not. It's probably better just to shrink it with an Ixion Phantasm and kill Varna eventually. Varna only does 1 damage per turn to this thing, so they actually just trade. But shrinking the Progenitor is pretty good. I can put a Necromoeba in front of it and then Scythe my Necromoeba. That's actually probably the play. Or I could Scythe this Crypt Conjure because it's pretty large already. Let's try that. Let's just Scythe Crypt Conjure to get 6 power from his guys. And then play Necromoeba in front of the Leafkin Progenitor. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but controlling his board with the Crypt Conjure means like my Nixium Phantasma, he has to put something in front of it, or I could get to shrink his guys, which isn't huge because it's only -2 attack, right? But it is something that he has to worry about per turn, and he can't do that and get my Leyline Sentry, so it's kind of like a free drain on his resources. This kills my Conjurer, which is fine because I'm killing his Progenitor next turn. And then I get to play Doppelbot this turn. Excuse me. So I get to shrink this Progenitor so my Necromoeba lives. And that is the definition of value right there. My Oozling suicides, so I get to play an extra creature, which means I'm playing Doppelbot in front of it because I want my Crypt Conjurer to live. Oozling in front of it is perfectly fine, but Doppelbot's a little better. Because I can steal an ability. So if I like steal the Nephrax, I can make a 15/15 if he draws a level 3/1. Plus this forces him to pump it if he wants to use it. And if he wants to make a 10/10, he has to block like what, Necromoeba, then it makes a 3/3 in front of it. So if he uses it to block Crypt Conjure, that's not even a big deal because I can Cacklebones it if I really want to. And actually just might do that. Get his Oozling. Not in the spot I wanted it, but that's fine. So activate Doppelbot because it's like the first thing you do per turn. He has a Gemhide Ravager. Wow, I get the Brood Queen ability. That is pretty sweet. So he has a suit. So his next turn is Brood Queen Ravager, like for sure. So what I want to do is play. He had a bunch of level 1 cards after that. So Cacklebones is actually pretty free this turn, right? So if I play Cacklebones here and kill his Spirit Token, I can then play Spirit Stone Sentry, replacing my Oozling, sacrificing Spirit Stone Sentry to kill his Nephrax, and hoping the Spirit Stone Sentry goes in the side lane. It's a 50-50. Even if it doesn't, it's still 12-12. So it didn't go there, which sucks, but you know, got value out of it anyway. Not a huge amount of value. If I draw the Leyline Demon, it'd be pretty worth, but... Oh, I did draw the Leyline Demon. Excellent. His hand's not very good anyway. He has 3 level 1 cards, Gemhide Ravager, and a Brood Queen. So that's like his only possible play, is to play those 2 level 2 creatures and then like a level 1 creature I don't care about. Probably Soothsayer. Oh, I forgot about the Varna. It still doesn't matter though. So I can't really play right on anything because he'll just kill it with Brood Queen. So what I want to do is play the Necromoeba in front of the Brood Queen because Crypt Conjurer is more threatening than it is. So we'll just play Crypt Conjurer in front of the Gemhide Ravager. That way, the Gemhide Ravager dies if he doesn't kill it, and he won't gain 15 life, obviously, because the Gemhide Ravager will be dead. Plus, that's a really bad hand for me. All level 1 cards in the middle of rank 3. That actually could be the end of the game for me. I can still draw a level 2 Scythe and a level 2 Crypt Conjurer to try and save the game, but I need to draw those like next turn, or else I'm going to be pretty out of it. So I don't. Does he sacrifice the Snowdrift here? Sacrifice the Pterodon Rex? Okay, so he just played two level 1 cards. The worst part of this is that I don't even have like. I can't kill this Gemhide Ravager. It only has 7 toughness, and I can't kill it. If the Oozling would have blocked it, that probably would have been ideal for me, but that didn't happen. So we're going to chump with an Necromoeba, hope the Oozling respawns in any of these spots in front of his creatures, and then play Soulscorch Grimgaunt, which will be a 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 4. So it would be 4 things died, which is, how big is that? 8, so it would be a 10-10. Yeah, which, is decent. It kills his Ravager, which, all my other creatures do too, but I definitely don't want him to gain 15 life, so I'm definitely going to block it. And then I drew all level 1 cards again. Kind of sucks. Kind of getting used to it. I would have loved to draw that Scythe or the level 3 Crypt Conjurer, but I guess my opponent all drew level 1 cards last turn, so assuming he draws level 1 cards this turn, we'll be fine. Like Lyria getting like a Spirit Token, and is that it? And Nephrax, obviously. Okay, so I guess my best bet is to block, or play Nephrax so I get the block eventually, and then play Nexus Gunner in the any lane? Mid lane? Sure. Blocking on my turn because I don't want him to like Scythe it or whatever on his turn. Let's see those level 3 cards. Spirit Stone Sentry's probably a little too late. Doesn't even die to anything on his board. I really need this. I really need that Scythe. I think the Scythe is the only way I can really break through. Big Bad Bartok. That's a pretty good draw for me. Like it's definitely the least. It's definitely the worst level 3 card you could play. Like if I get level screwed, no, that's how it goes. It sucks. It's only level 1, which is even worse for me because if I could block the Lyria if it was level 2 Echoes. As it is, I think I'm dead. Because I block here because I have to. And then I block the Big Bad Bartok next turn with this. And then block the Necromoeba with this card right here. That way I take 10 this turn and then hope to summon an Oozling in front of the Spirit Token. That is like my only out here. Oh wow, I actually did it. Sweet. 5/5 Oozling is equally as big as 5/5 Spirit. I forgot I had Iron Maiden in my deck. Huh, how about that? So if he summons a Spirit, I get the blocker on this Varna, which would be really good for me. I really, really, really need him to play Spirit here. Yeah, there's no reason to do that, because he could just get in 10 damage here for free. But he chose to play a Spirit Token, and has got punished for it. So another Varna. My play is to... I was going to say block the Big Bad Bartok, but don't need to do that anymore. So perhaps I block the Nephrax, kill the Brood Queen. Can't do that. And then hope. I have to hope Spirit Stone Sentry comes back in the same place, which kind of sucks. And then he gets to play more creatures next turn. So actually I think I have to play Necromoeba here. Spawn an Oozling somewhere that isn't in front of the Brood Queen. And the Sentry has to spawn either in the same location or in the other side lane. The other side lane is definitely the worst spot for me, but we'll make it work. And then kill... I have to block this Spirit Token and kill Brood Queen. Otherwise, Brood Queen kills one of my creatures that I'm blocking with. And I take 15, unfortunately. And he gets to play 3 spells in rank 3, which is the dream. And this Nephrax is, or this Zrath is impossible to kill. So there's Aetherphage getting my right. Doesn't really even matter. That Crypt Conjure could kill me. Ancestral Echoes 2, so I'm even less likely to kill his creatures. How big does that make his Wrath? Like gigantic? Yeah, that Wrath is going to be an issue. So I'm blocking the Crypt Conjure, the Spirit token here, because my Crypt Conjure actually lives. Then I have to block with Doppelbot and Chump and hope the Spirit Oozling jumps in front of the Wrath. Otherwise, I'm just dead. Man, that rank 3 was so bad for me. I drew 1 level 3 card and then just died. Man, Fef, we're in an eternal rivalry now. And you're going down. I'm not losing this rivalry. I'll have you know.